Hi guys, my name is Megan, and my proposed topic deals with too much screen time and overconsumption of media in children. Too much screen time is becoming a common complaint of households everywhere. Children today spend far less time running around, playing outside, or using their imaginations as they did 20 years ago. Instead, these children opt to plug in and stare at screens for hours on end. The National Library of Medicine classifies screen time as a sedentary activity requiring little to no energy. On average, American children spend about 3 hours a day watching TV. This, combined with all other types of media that they are exposed to, rings in at an astounding 7 hours a day. This epidemic can lead to eye strain, obesity, anxiety, difficulty sleeping, and a multitude of social inadequacies. I am sure at some point or another you have witnessed or even been a part of entire families who go out to dinner and upon sitting, each member pulls out an electronic device, ignoring the happenings of the world around him. What happened to talking to each other and being genuinely interested in the people you're spending time with? Screen usage is occurring in younger and younger children every day. The National Institute of Health has set guidelines for how much screen time children should be exposed to. Those under 2 years of age should not be exposed at all, and those over 2 should be limited to 1 to 2 hours daily. When it comes to media consumption, children are constantly being bombarded both subliminally and consciously. There is no limit in the ways that companies target children, whether it be with flashy commercials, catchy jingles, characters, or toys. The media creates social norms and picturesque ideals that define fashion, body type, and what's in. More and more campaigns such as Dove's Love Your Body movement and Special K are popping up to combat the media, teaching women that they are beautiful no matter what. While this is a wonderful thing and much needed, it is sad that it's something that needs to be implemented in the first place. The media should not be promoting these photoshopped, overly edited photos to impressionable young minds. When children spend a majority of their time watching TV or exposing themselves to the media's subliminal ideals, they are subconsciously training themselves to conform to what the media defines as beautiful, and as a result, they can suffer from low self-esteem, depression, anxiety. Other forms of media include music, internet, and video games. In an article written by the Journal of Pediatrics and Health, a study citing the positive correlation between children who view violent television shows or engage in violent video games tend to display increasing instances of violence and aggression than in children who are not exposed. Not only can media consumption harm children's self-esteem and increase cases of violence, but it can also expose them to inappropriate subject matter. The media industry thrives off sexuality, something an 8-year-old does not need to see. Second to sexuality is alcohol consumption and drug usage, more topics that have no relevance to a child. My target audience is parents and caregivers. I want to inform them of the negative consequences their children face when overexposed to media or by staring into a screen all day. They have the most control over the information these children are exposed to, so it is absolutely critical for them to be aware of these things from the very start. With my topic, I want to spend 2/3 of the presentation educating my audience on the proper guidelines and harmful lasting effects that too much screen time can bring. With the remaining 1/3 of my time, I will be offering solutions and giving advice on ways to cut down on media consumption and screen time. Some ideas presented in the article by the Journal of Pediatrics and Health include banning phones at dinner time or other family gatherings, sitting down together as a family and discussing the educational value of each media outlet, parental blocks on television shows and websites deemed inappropriate, never allowing unsupervised media consumption, and encouraging children to use their imaginations as much as possible, rather than sitting and playing video games or watching TV. Hopefully you've learned a little bit more about my public service announcement idea and have seen the value and importance in further developing this topic. Thank you.